Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Neat little project to figure out how to make it rotate equally but have different looks on the ends. I'm going to take an ellipse. I'm going to make another ellipse. And while holding down the control button, I'm going to do that right there. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in and get a shape. What the Smart Fill does is makes a new object. I can delete all these now, and then I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. Double click on the X. Whoop. I didn't do it. Control D, double click on the X till you get your rotation. This one I did 30 degrees. I'm going to do this one 20. So there's our shape that is going to rotate around. But at this time, we could actually change the pattern up top. As long as you don't move this node or this node outwardly, you can do whatever you want to with it. And, really play with it. You could add another node. Actually, let's see if we can't do that. You could always right click on this and turn this into a cusp, and that way it will only go one direction. I'm going to leave it at that shape. I'm going to delete this. And this is what I like about the clone tool. We're going to smart fill this with, I like that burnt orange. And we're going to get the interactive fill tool. And also what we're going to do, we're going to take and move it out of the way and keep that outline, because we're going to use it in a second. Now, take your interactive fill tool and go from the top to the bottom or whatever, and then add another color to the inside or outside. Now you've got it done. Go to Edit, Clone. Clone made a duplicate. I'm going to double click on the rotation and put it right there on that node, and I'm going to rotate it at 20 degrees. And then I'm going to Control D all the way around. Now, what I like about the clone tool, you can see it, ooh, I don't want to do that, never move that. If you look, this is a clone curve. This is a control curve. So if we get our interactive fill tool again, when we change the one, we're going to change them all. Whoop. Corel does that every once in a while, or I do it, I guess. And then at this time, you could add another orange in here to make it look a bit different. But what I like about this, I'm going to nudge that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and group that together. And I am going to go to Object, Order, Back of Page, because we're going to mess with this now. Now I'm going to make this something thicker than a hairline. I'm going to go to Object, convert the outline to an object for this to work. And I am going to take my interactive fill tool, and I'm going to go with black and white because it makes kind of like a silver when you do the two. So we've got two blacks. We're going to add a white. We're going to add and you could add all your whites. You could add all your blacks. You don't have to alternate them, and then you could put stuff between them. And you don't have to use black and white. I just think it makes it look, if you look to the right, where I can't really look right now, it makes it kind of look like a metal shine or sheen, kind of unique. I've played around with different colors, and I can't get anything to make it look good. Maybe you'll have better luck. And the more you have, the better you're going to be. The skinnier the lines are going to be. Like that, look at that. So we did that all the way down. And, wherever you add a black, you've got to add, or a white, you've got to add a black between them. So that really, I'm not going to do it all, but that looks pretty good. Now, if we nudge that over, you can see it's on the top. Now we're a little bit thick. Control D to make a duplicate. Double click on the rotation and get the rotation to the center. This might be a little bit difficult because we've got something totally different, but we'll move it right to there to the intersection. And we're going to rotate that 20 degrees. Control D. I'm a little bit probably overbearing on it, you know, maybe too much, but that's pretty cool. And then you could still, well, I grouped it together, go to group and ungroup. I think this was our control curve. You can still change it at this time to see what make it look differently, you know, with your border on it. Let's add another yellow in the middle, add another burnt orange between them, and you get a total, I'm not liking this, but you get a total different look. See, I've got just a little bit of yellow. Take that away, and you've got a pretty neat looking item. I'm beginning to be a big fan of putting on a black background like you'd print it on a black shirt, just to kind of see what it would look like, and it really makes it pop. Anyway, I hope that just gave you some ideas, and thank you for watching.